assignment is to create an electronic version of the popular rock, paper, scissors game that we probably played as kids and maybe used for settling disputes between two people. So I'm going to give you all of the graphics and the code to create this, but I want to walk you through how this works. We have a scoreboard here of wins, losses, and draws, and of course you as the operator can choose whether you want to use rock, paper, or scissors. And then you would simply click play and the computer would randomly pick one of those three. And it chose rock, and we see that rock breaks scissors, and that's why you lose. It also is covered by paper, which is how rock would lose. Let's play again, and notice I got one loss here, so it's keeping track. I'm going to keep scissors and play again. This time the computer chose paper, but scissors cuts paper, and so I won. Let's choose rock this time. And so the computer chose rock, it's a draw. I'm going to try it again. And the computer chose scissors, and so I won because rock breaks scissors. So it keeps track of my score. I can clear the scoreboard if I want by clicking this, and we go back to 0 and we can continue playing. Let's take a look at the assignment itself in our Canvas course site. In the Canvas course site, I'm going to go to the syllabus area and scroll down. And here's the assignment for rock, paper, scissors. I'm going to open that up. There's a PDF we can download, so I'm going to click that. And here's the assignment. So we're going to utilize methods to modularize our code. We're also going to be using a timer in this project, and we looked at those two. And so the assignment is to create an app for the famous rock, paper, scissors game utilizing the in-class procedures given by the instructor. Now, obviously taking this online, and we're not in class, so I'm going to give you all the code and all the graphics and walk you through step by step how to do this with a handout. But you can see here there are several different screens. We start by choosing rock, paper, scissors as we've seen, and then it's going to click play and it's going to choose an item itself, playing by the computer, and we either lose, win, or draw. And it keeps track of our scoreboard. So 3 points here. One is the interface using the graphics I provide you. One is using control flow conditionals such as if, else, and switch. And one is utilizing methods. Back in Canvas, there's a zip file of all the graphics. You should click that and download that and expand it. You'll use those graphics in the production of the game. There's also an executable here that you can click on and play with it and see how it runs, as I've already demonstrated at the beginning of this video. And then I created a PDF that walks you through step by step of how to build this and the code you would need to enter. So I'm going to click that, and here then is the PDF. I give you the storyboard and show you how these elements are laid out. So this image up here that includes the scoreboard and the title is all one large image, and on top of that I have 3 labels placed and then the button to clear the score. So those are all on top of that graphic. Then I have 2 labels here, LBL Your Hand and LBL Computer Hand, and those also include graphics from an image list. We have some radio buttons, we have a label for the result, and 2 buttons to play. And I give you some specifications here on setting up your non-visible controls as far as the 2 image list, and we're going to use a timer and what to set each of those. So the image RPS is 250 by 97, is 32-bit, and contains 4 images, and then the image result is also 4 images. And then our timer is set to 500 intervals. That's half a second. And we're going to set the enabled property equals to false. By the way, this image up here is the RPS title that's included in the zip file. Then I'm going to walk you through the code step by step, give you some instructions along the way. And so what you're going to have to do is type this code in, and we're going to start, of course, with our form, setting some things up on the form, some class level variables. And then you're going to create the clear button. That's the easiest one, the clear score, the update score, which is a method, void method. The RB_rock_check_changed is actually handling all three events for the three different radio buttons. It just happens to take the name of the first one. And then we're going to have a method that returns an integer called makePick. The BTN play button click event. There's an event here for the timer tick event. And then another method, this is a void method called runClock, that the timer ends up executing. And then we need to have some code that determines whether we won, lost, or drew. And so here's the code for that method. A little bit longer. And then we conclude with a couple other methods of showing result. We're passing it a string. It's a void method. It's simply setting the image as far as the result. And then the click event of our BTN clear button. So that's all the code. You should now be equipped to be able to create this project. Zip your project file and submit it. Make sure you test it thoroughly before you submit it. And if you find any errors, go ahead and fix them.